Welcome to My Daily Thread. It's a great little place to get a snippet of wisdom from the yoga and the meditation masters to start or to end your day. I'm Jeff Lichty. All right, friends, welcome back. My Daily Thread. Yes, here we are. Still working through the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, looking for a little bit of wisdom here and there. That snippet of wisdom that comes from the verses that we can chant to you in Sanskrit and let you know what they're all about. So we have been working on the second chapter, verse 1, and we have been outlining what the three components of Kriyā Yoga are. Kriya, the yoga in the active life. Again, we chatted a bit about that yesterday, and we were also talking about the first point there. So tapas, svadhyaya, and ishvara pranidhana. Tapas, that self-discipline. Svadhyaya, that self-study. And ishvara pranidhana, surrender to the higher power. Tapas in daily life. This is an interesting concept, right? Because it's about self-control. It's about practicing restraint in our thoughts and our words and our actions, but with the idea of aligning towards our goal. Now, that could be a spiritual goal. That could be a goal in any aspect of your life, really. We need to cultivate tapas, this ability to have a sturdy self-discipline, an ability to choose something that may cause us a little bit of hardship in the near future for the pursuit or the alignment with our goal in the further away future. So that idea that we have to sometimes sacrifice what feels good in the moment in order to, and put up with whatever that sacrifice is. So we may not get exactly what we want immediately, but we know that it's in pursuit of our higher goal. Tapas in daily life, you have to have that self-control, and that's what we want to cultivate over time. But also tapas speaks to this idea of consistency. It's like what we talked about in the first chapter with abhyasa, the idea of practice where it has to be for a long time. It has to be with some continuous effort. That's how we gain the goal of yoga, and Patanjali talked about that in chapter 1, verse 12. The same thing exists with this word tapas. We cultivate the internal heat. There's a rub, trying to do the right thing and give up the momentary pleasure that we might have to do in order to do that thing. Like, for instance, my friend David Irvin's dad would often say, mind over mattress. You have to win the mind over mattress. That is probably our first tapas. And then when you get out of bed, make your bed. Make that bed, get your first win. Again, a form of tapas. It's not a one-off thing. There has to be consistency. So if we're cultivating habits like meditation, yoga practice, mindful eating, even when times get hard, that is the real test. That becomes tapas. It's this idea of cultivating a sturdy self-discipline. When times get hard, it's very easy. When things are going easy for us, it's not a problem at all. It's when life gets a little bit more difficult. The other night, I had to take my son into the ER. Ended up sitting in the ER for hours. It was like 3.5 hours. Now, I was busy. I had podcasts to get out. I had edits to do. I had all the things to do. We still had to get our lunches made. We still, the active life things. We all have to try and get the active life component balanced. But it's in the challenges, creating consistency in the challenges, that is the most beneficial. Was I able to hold my tongue when the ER sends an R1, a first-year resident, to look after my son, and I didn't even get to see a truly certified emerge doc? When I'm tired and I'm driving home and all I want to do is shout at my kid to shut up instead of play his music, was I able to hold my tongue? These are the kinds of tapas that need to be cultivated even in the difficult times. Now, how did I do? I would have to say that was an extreme fail at night. Oh, I had to apologize to my kid. I had to hold my tongue. Ooh, I know it's easier to talk about this stuff than to do it. And that's when we really have to dig in. This is our tapas. And finally, tapas has this idea of inner strength. We need to cultivate inner strength by building an internal resilience. And again, it's in the face of our discomfort or our difficulties. We cultivate an attitude of equanimity, steadiness of mind. For me, enduring a little bit of hunger, not reaching for that quick sugary snack, that's my Achilles, and persevering through that, especially if you're not hungry. I think we've kind of hit the idea of tapas. I'll think about it, and I'll see if there's any more I want to add tomorrow, but we are on the track. We are on the Kriyā Yoga, friends. All right. Om. Peace out. And our post-show note. Remember, if you like this podcast, would you share it with a friend? That really helps us in the podcasty world. Have a look at my website, www.jefflichty.com, for any events that are coming up. And also, I'm going to be having some new things coming up in the next few months. All right. Peace out.